Okay. Audio check is good to go. Let me send y'all the owlbear.
Oh shit.
And
Oh yeah, we can't make death roll saves anymore.
No.
So wait, do we just die?
So
The blasphemy.
if I die and my snake lives, okay, you know what? I'm gonna say I'm good.
Yeah. You got a fucking Horcrux over there.
Yeah, that's not fair.
So as long as my snake gets out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna suddenly have another snake elsewhere, very, very far away.
Yeah. What if I just had like 5 snakes and I hid them?
Yeah.
Holy shit, you're literally just Voldemort at that point.
That's hilarious,
crazy.
dude.
He was onto
Man.
something, you know? He had a lot of good points. That's all I'm saying.
oh god.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
He lasted
Just
a lot of books. I don't know.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
They did.
Just a fascist wizard. Yeah.
Oh,
They should have called it Voldemort and the Annoying Muggle.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Thank you. Somebody had to say
Part
it.
1,
Yeah.
Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, Part 5. Voldemort
I
and
think-
how I got
honestly-
my body back.
I think that, she would have done better for herself if she had published her books like that. But, whatever. She did all right.
I got a wider audience.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on her. It's fine.
All right. Okay. Welcome back to Chapter 3 of Tomb of the Aeon. In our last session, our rescue expedition, Kalji the Fighter, Lyra the Wizard, Xssithiss the Druid, continued their long and arduous traversal of the vast and miserable desert located deep into the Ixania domain. Partway through, they narrowly avoided capture and managed to dispatch desert raiders. They endured harsh conditions and unrelenting sandstorms for 7 days before finally finding the imposing and mysterious Tomb of the Aeon. The trio entered the beautiful mausoleum and descended into the tomb and find the tomb's namesake, a sarcophagus seated before an epitaph that gives the trio chill and an ominous warning, a loss of cosmic security and a feeling of existential dread. So you are all in this room, and let me paint the picture again for what you see. You're standing before this tomb. The tomb itself has inscriptions on it in some ancient manuscript. Before you is a large epitaph, perhaps like 10 feet high, and engraved in it is this inscription, barely legible, but was able to be made out by Lyra, if I recall correctly. And upon reading that, 3 glowing runes appeared, one after the other, below it. In this room are several pillars that hold the ceiling up, and it's a circular room. You all are standing on a raised platform that kind of like elevates the tomb itself. Very dim lighting, aside from 2 small little, what do you call those? The word escapes me. They're like little bonfires contained in a piece of metal that kind of like.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Right.
Not spire. Yeah, I don't know.
Two of those on either side of the stairway that you used to ascend the probably 7 foot or like, well, yeah, 7-ish foot high platform that you're standing on. And yeah, what do you all want to do?
No, go ahead. Were you gonna say something?
No, I was just gonna be Callie and be like, what was that? What did you do?
I don't know. I just read what was on the wall, but no, I'm thinking that wasn't such a good idea. Does the shape or the appearance of the runes matter at all?
The runes?
Yeah, that glue. Oh, I think we talked about this. Like, I tried to kind of get my best memory of them, like rough outliner shape, but I don't have them like memorized. Like, I
right.
couldn't replicate
You
them
managed to
one for one.
get the middle and like a quick jotting down of the middle inscription to the best of your ability.
and I take a closer look at the symbols, do I recognize or does it have any similarity to anything that I've studied before?
The ones that Lyra had written down.
Yeah.
Roll for me history.
History. Ooh, it's a nat 20 +4.
Okay. This is a very ancient manuscript from what you can gather. However, you do notice it's a very circular kind of styling. A lot of the runes are based in the shape of the circle and deviate from that initial shape. It evokes like memories of your studies with cycles and the repetition of the cycle of life and birth and death and rebirth. But from what you can glean from this really quick and hasty inscription by your traveling companion, that's what you can muster.
Okay, I relay the information. I'm like, these shapes are oddly familiar. They kind of seem cyclical and symbolic of life and death and being reborn, somewhat similar to Ouroboros. I wonder if we die in here, if we'll get reborn. Not that I want to test it.
How'd you guys die? You think we're gonna die in here?
Did you guys feel that thing like 5 minutes ago where suddenly like I felt like I had no safety net?
Yeah, I felt it too. It doesn't feel
it's a
good.
weird feeling. Yeah.
All right, where to our fearless tour guide?
I've never been inside the tomb before, so we're just exploring now. I like feel around on the walls. I'm like, I wonder if there's more things we can press.
Go ahead and roll for me investigation.
More things. Oh shit.
I get a 5.
Okay.
Not so good.
You feel around the sandstone walls. You try to find differences in the indentation between like the large bricks. Looking around some of the pillars to see if there's like a switch or a lever, but you don't find anything of note in your investigation.
So the objects that we had taken from the room above, right? I'm trying to remember what it was that we each grabbed.
So Xssithiss took the blindfold. Lyra, you took a statue of a woman. And I
Okay,
took some
perfect.
green liquid. Oh, Xssithiss also pockets a key.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, and Lyra takes a locket.
right.
Mm.
So as we look around the room, I'm watching Xssithiss, and as you feel around, you're not seeing any levers or anything obvious like that, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I just shake my head. Yeah.
Does the tomb does it look like there's some sort of like seam in between the top of the tomb and underneath?
Yes.
That we're standing on. There is a little lip there.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, before we go, opening any graves or letting out any undead or anything crazy like that, I'm just gonna keep on looking around the room.
Yeah.
As well. So there's the staircase where we came up. You said there's pillars sort of holding up the circular room, and in the middle there's this sort of thing that we're standing on.
Towards the back, but yes. And then you had entered the room through a set of large double doors. So there's a break between the stairwell you descended on and the room itself.
Got it. So there's the stairwell, but there's no other like door or entrance anywhere else. Just the way we came. That is now sealed off.
Yeah, not that you all can surmise.
Okay. All right. Looking around the wall, are there any other markings, any artwork, any like hieroglyphs, anything like that on any of the walls, or are they pretty bare?
The walls in this room do depict imagery in the form of carvings that are placed into the walls. As you look around the circular room, you do see like just a pattern, and it's just the continual theme of life and death on either side. You follow it around; it seems to tell a coherent story that loops around itself. The etchings are crude, but you can surmise what it is telling.
I say, if the circle is any pattern, I'm assuming we should all go around and maybe we'll come back out. And I just, or the room has, like, I just follow along the wall. Can I see to the edge of the other wall, or like, am I going somewhere? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. The pillars. It takes you a little bit to squeeze in between the pillars that kind of like encircle the room itself as well. But you manage to follow it around, and it doesn't lead you anywhere else besides this room itself. Your circling of the perimeter has you passing by the door, which appears slightly ajar.
I
Yeah, go ahead.
I fork my tongue and I see if I can taste any weird smell over there.
Okay. Roll for me perception or survival.
Yeah, I appreciate you tasting through the door crack.
Taking one for the team, 11.
Oof.
Okay. Is it fair to say that you do a lot of sensing with your tongue just generally, like almost passively? Then
Yeah, like snake.
Then as you pass by this room and your tongue darts in and out to gather the taste and the scent that you can, you do notice it appears different than the odor and taste that you had gathered while you were making your descent into this room.
Different in like a tasty way or a stinky way?
Just different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I go, there's something in here.
I mean, I'm happy to get out. I'd rather do that than trying to open this tomb here. I think they said that we paid the ultimate price for their curiosity, so I'm trying to be as not curious as possible.
By pushing
aren't
open
we-
another door.
But
That was in my
wouldn't
head.
you think that they went this way though?
I mean, we can't go back up the stairwell, right? That's like sealed off now.
Well, the one that you had been investigating is the one that Xssithiss sent slightly ajar and tasted different. Had you tested the door that you had entered through?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I, for one, say that if we already paid the price, we might as well get what we paid for. And I guess I push open the door slowly. I'm like peek through, and I have the snake on my shoulder, like peek around for me.
As you open the door slowly, and you have dark vision, correct? And who has the only source of light? It was Kalji that has or it was Lyra that has the candle, correct? Or like one candle?
The candelabra, right?
Mhm.
I don't remember if I grabbed it or called you grabbed it.
Well, Kalji
Some-
realized that he had dark vision, handed it to
Okay.
you, if I recall correctly,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
familiar.
That's and Xssithiss is controlling it somehow in
Oh,
this hole.
like doubling the
Control
brightness.
flame.
Yeah, control flame.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As you push open the door, you notice that the pathway ahead does not lead upward.
What do you mean? Does it go down?
As in, like, this is where we came from, so it was a staircase. Now we heard a bunch of like movement and stuff, and now it's no longer a staircase, right?
Roll for me perception.
Wait, whomstuv?
Oh, you.
Oh, my bad. No thoughts, head empty. I'm sorry. That is a 5.
5.
Oh shit.
The you heard no sound whatsoever.
Okay.
The door was opened, except this observes that the path ahead banks to the right immediately.
Yeah. This is a separate door. Like this is a door he found, right? Like
No,
it's
this
not
is
the
the
door that we
same
were.
door you had entered in.
Oh.
Hey,
I guess we have to go forward. There's nothing else we could do. We can't just sit here.
let's leave a mark on wherever we pass, maybe with numbers, so we know like this is room number 1, and if we see the number 1 again, I will be quite confused, or this could be the beginning of a wild discovery.
Are there walls like really hard, or can you like etch something on it?
Are you talking about the inside of the tomb that you're in, or are you talking about the hallway before you that you have yet to enter?
The one where we're in right now. I want to mark this place, and then I'm probably gonna mark the hall, and then we're gonna go around.
As you test the wall, it is relatively soft enough to make a slight indentation, or like at least a mark. You're not able to carve into it, but you are able to like scratch it and leave like a lighter like streak where you had scratched it.
Okay, I use my dagger and I make a tally mark, and then I ask Lyra if she has more paper and if she can start drawing a map of some sort on that paper.
As you pull down with the knife on the wall, hundreds of more tally marks drop at the same time.
What?
All at the same spot, like in a pattern around the wall?
1, 5, 7, a grouping of 20 all around you.
I draw a circle. For science.
A circle, a star, a circle of a different shape. Circles appear.
What are you doing?
That's not me.
Can I try etching something on the wall?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I go. I give you the dagger. I don't know. You have one.
We just entered the tomb.
Roll for me. Let's see. Charisma or wisdom?
Oh.
All right. Say less. Okay. We'll do charisma. That's a 19 plus. Wait, I don't know if it's a 16 or a 19. That looks more right as a 19. All right. Anyways,
I say it's a 19.
Okay. With a 19 below your statement is a considerably jagged handwriting bearing slight resemblance to yours. We've been here forever.
Oh, I fucking knew it. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh,
It's ChatGPT.
It's ChatGPT.
I think this is us from the future.
Oh.
How
could we have been here forever if we weren't here to begin with?
Oh man. Ah, geez. All right.
But okay, I'm just gonna lay something down on the floor instead. Let me see what I got.
So when Xssithiss had sort of marked on the wall, was it like a tally and then there were like more tallies?
Mhm.
Or was it like a number 1 and then there was a number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5?
Xssithiss, how would you have marked? Would it have been well, you said a tally, so I took it as a tally. But if it was a number, then
okay,
it would have reflected.
It was a tally because like I was like, oh, I can't scratch much on here. I was like, I don't want to go through all 3 strokes of a 1, so I just did 1. But
so that means we keep on ending up in the same room no matter what.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Can I keep trying to mark stuff on the wall?
Yeah, and as you do so, you see, but at this point, Xssithiss's markings have faded into the wall, and so has your initial scrawling as well as the response. And as you do so, you make several markings, and let's see, roll for me. Yeah, roll for me insight to see what you
Okay.
can gather from.
I wonder if it's possible that whoever responded to your
17.
first message isn't us,
Yeah,
But-
what if it's them?
an omniscient being. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Ask it who it is.
I wanna
It's like a
What's
Ouija.
From the notes from what you can gather, you sense a familiarity,
Mhm.
and you sense futility.
okay, I'm gonna say I wish I had known the stairs would close behind us.
Oh.
A moment passes. So do I.
Ah!
Okay, so the beginning of the cycle is the minute that the tomb closes, not like everything before. Okay, and this is definitely, or this could have been another victim. A lot of people have been curious, right?
Yeah, they did say nobody leaves.
We can't be the only
But
body.
it was like I recognized my handwriting. Even if
Oh,
it was
we-
more tired or weaker, it
Right.
was my handwriting, right? And it was a tally because you had put a tally.
How have we lived that many days? We don't have that many rations. Oh, I guess I can create food.
Oh,
Okay. Never mind. Carry on. But how is it never messy in here? Or is it both messy and empty at the same time?
it might be messy and empty at the same time.
Oh man, I don't know. I feel like this is really important, so I don't want to move on past it. But I got my wizardly thinking cap on. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Science says we have to just keep experimenting.
There has to be a way out. There has to be.
Mhm.
What about if not? What if we okay, I try to poke at the ceiling with my dagger. I'm like, if I've trying to been digging for many years, shouldn't I have reached the top by now?
The
Oh!
ceiling
Happens.
is considerably high.
Ah.
Is sandstone earth?
You can you're sensing the urge to use mold earth, but sandstone is not responsive to your urge.
Right. Wait, there,
Um,
if there's no magic in here, then how do I create food for that many days, really? Okay, sorry, go ahead.
do we say anything about no magic in here or just no saving throws? I
Oh,
cast
okay.
okay. I cast I'm trying to bring out Auntie.
My
I
candle is
summon-
still
I
bright,
summon
right?
Auntie. I cast Animate Dead.
Okay.
Oi!
You pull out your pile of bones, cast the you speak the incantation that you do to animate her once again, and slowly, one by one, her bones begin to rise and take shape.
Okay.
And some bit of familiarity gives you comfort in this space.
I etch into the wall day 1, no sign of the expedition crew.
Ooh.
I've lost track of the days. We've never found them.
Ah. I was like, we.
Sorry,
Oh.
go ahead. No.
I'd
go
just
ahead,
be
go.
like, it's like maybe the only way out is to think not like ourselves. We just go through it, and any immediate urge we have, we just have to do opposite.
We're gonna do a George Costanza.
Yeah.
Just whatever impulses, just do the opposite. All right, I'm gonna write in the wall. Excited to be exploring this tomb. I'm sure we'll find them super quick.
You wait for a moment to receive some sort of response, but you don't.
Oh shit. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing because we found them already and we're out of here because we found them super quick. We're
I don't
manifesting,
know.
guys.
Okay.
This is our vision board. This is our vision board wall. Come on, guys.
And I say, that doesn't add up. That's not scientific. I'm sorry, I don't believe
You
in
think
hope.
this? Do you think this place is science? You just
Clearly, there's some
slightly
logic
freaking out.
here. If we're talking to ourselves, something to be unlocked.
I write down Essex is full of hope and more fun to be around. That's into the wall.
And I say, yeah, I have been more excited. Actually,
you observe below. Except this never got better.
I take my dagger back and I'm like, did you ever find the secret? -X to X.
You wait for a moment. No response.
Are you still alive? From X to X.
After a moment, you see a response. Do you call this life?
I don't know what you're doing. Maybe? Explain. From X to X. And Zephyr. ... and Zephyr. That's my saying. Okay.
And then you wait another moment. No response.
Where'd you go?
Cal just goes, we can't just stay here. We have to do something.
I'm chatting with my best self.
Yeah, do you have a dagger too? We can all
Yeah, here,
you
here's
haven't
a dagger.
tried it yet. Go ahead. Yeah,
no, I don't want
to know.
Ask it
if we should stay here.
Calgy feels like pressured, and he like hesitantly goes, should we leave this place, this tomb? I forgot what.
In a familiar handwriting, you see. Trust me, we've been trying.
Okay, say what's in the hallway? What's past the door? I take the dagger and I write it myself.
Calgy's just like frustrated. He's like, why do we just sit here and ask questions? We should just look at it.
We could be making the cycle longer by adding more steps.
We can making the cycle longer by just sitting here.
By talking. Maybe. Well, okay, maybe... but what comes back from that dagger, right? So
you see a response. Sorry.
No worries. The lad is doing what the lad's gonna do, you know?
The wall is thinking. That's this pause.
Woof, woof, woof.
I think there might be a dog in that other hallway.
Wait, he said there is the door we came from, and then there's the tomb, right?
Yeah, like we're in a room. There's only one entrance or exit. So we came down the stairs, and then we open the door. It's magically or mechanically no longer the stairs.
It's just a hallway.
Yeah, so the stairs disappeared, but he did explicitly mention that it veered to the right, so it makes me think maybe not magic, but I don't know.
What if it's 2D stairs now, and it just keeps going right, and we just need to climb the 2D stairs,
like the fucking labyrinth type style with the stairs going this way and the stairs going down the other way.
So
there has to be some reason to this madness. Go ahead.
After a moment, you see a familiar writing say, experiments have proven inconclusive.
Dang, I am not giving an inch. This feature X is not very enjoyable.
All right, I pull out my own dagger and I write, anything you wish you knew day one?
Any advice?
You wait a moment. No response.
All right, and then I write back, maybe we can avoid your fate.
In smaller letters, I hope you do.
Oh my god.
I appreciate how the wall has like some time. I wonder if that means that they're in like, you know, different time periods, or if DM is just thinking in different intervals.
No, it's because
Not
it's
sure.
magic. Come on.
Yeah, I can't tell. So that's the point. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Alright.
Anyways,
All right. fucking hell.
onwards through
I'm
the
out. Yeah. I
through
got
through the
nothing
room.
else. All right.
Knock knock.
We don't even know if that was really us. The room could just be fucking with us.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe we should
Who-
should ask it what we should do. Then it would
Who
just
has
do the
that much
And then do the
time?
opposite.
Yeah, I do the opposite.
That's what I said.
We gotta. Yeah.
um
Oh yeah, I'll
yeah,
follow you.
just go. And
Okay.
Calgy will just leave.
Slytherin out through the hallway. I peek around the bend before I turn.
We close the door, right? When we leave. You don't want to close the door? What if we close the door and open it?
Okay, well, let's like make sure that what's on the other side of the door on the right side, we're not getting trapped in and the door doesn't like close.
Okay.
So let's peek first. Peek.
What's the configuration? What's the marching order? How close are you all together? Is anyone still in the room when you do this?
No, I'm following behind. I'm not trying to split up.
I'm like peeking around the corner.
How far is the corner from the door?
Maybe 10, 15 feet ahead of you.
I'll stay by the door to keep it open.
The path twists off to the right and continues right in a circular fashion.
Okay. Well, I don't think there's anyone in here, at least. So, okay, let's go back and try the door now. And I go back and I tell you guys what I saw, and then go ahead.
Calgy will close the door and then try to reopen it.
And it's the tomb.
Nothing's changed.
No, nothing appears to have changed.
Okay.
Nothing. It's still the same thing.
I take out a section of rations, so something perishable like food or a little chunk of bread, and I set it on the tomb. And I say, let's try that again.
Okay, so Calgy goes, okay. One opens again.
The ration is still there.
It's
Okay.
not bad.
No,
I go and pick it up and give it a sniff.
it smells the same.
All right,
Mm.
I'm gonna leave the little chunko food on the top of the tomb for now.
Good idea. Great experiment. Yeah. And then I guess I like slither around and then I peek around the next bed. And then I'm like, guys, stay over there.
Mhm.
Okay. And then I peek over. Do I see them? Is it like another circle or is
The way that this path is twisting kind of throws you off because you imagine that it would run back into the hall where you had just, left the tomb from. But as you follow it around, the geometry of it seems impossible as it circles in on itself and goes straight.
Almost as if it like goes in on itself, but it's not that room. Like
Mhm.
it feels like we should be in that room, but it's not.
No, it feels like you should be passing the hallway again.
Like
But
it
it's
would
not.
self-intersect,
Mhm,
but it doesn't
yes.
self-intersect.
Mhm.
Okay.
by gods? Could this be an infinity with different levels?
As we're walking, and I'm assuming we're still walking down the hallway.
Are you? Yeah. Do you continue?
Yeah.
As we continue, I'm gonna take out my dagger and I'm gonna make little etches in the wall.
Okay.
And I say, let me try something. See if it comes out louder or softer. I'm gonna yell down the hallway. Ah! How does my voice sound? I don't have good ears. Someone else tell me.
Are you listening for an echo or?
Yeah. Or like if the sound gets louder or like a quieter, like if
Like,
it
does it
really
loop
is
back
like a
around?
circle. Yeah.
Lyra and Kelji, go ahead and roll for me perception.
All right.
How does my voice sound? And then I go back to you guys. I'm like, this is how loud I first did it. Ah!
For
Cal's got a-
context. Ah!
Cal's got a 4.
I got a 7.
Okay.
Oh, no.
For the both of you, it's just it echoes a bit and it fades off. Kind of loops a couple times, but then it fades off into quiet.
As a reminder, like just so you know, like X's mouth doesn't really move. No sound comes out of his mouth. The sound comes out of the snake that's talking for him. So what we just saw was a snake on my shoulder screaming for me. That's all.
That's
It's a good
frightening.
reminder.
Thank you for the visual.
Yeah, okay. Keep slithering.
Like the hallways, there doesn't seem to be like anything. Like we go through each hallway, but there doesn't seem to be like any indentation. Or it feels like there's another way other than the hallway to go. Like if you like knock, does it feel hollow?
No, it feels like stone. And yeah, the path outside of its impossible geometry is linear. And as you follow it, you just follow the walls. You feel for those of you like idly touching the walls as you walk, you feel just small bumps of stone, the occasional carving of a scorpion or snake. The air, for as dark as it is hot and dry. Under your feet, the ground is littered with sand and small rocks. And after several moments, maybe about 10 minutes, you find yourself before. Sorry.
As I'm slithering, I'm gonna say I've been trying to make myself into a circle to see if my own geometry could affect
Yeah, how
the geometry of the building around me.
does it feel short enough of a loop that, like, if we could just see around the bend, like we could almost see back into ourselves? Like, you know what I mean? The circle. Like, how sharp of a right turn is it?
It's kind of like a wider. It's not like
Okay.
a quick turn around your head and see your own butt kind of thing. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a wider loop, but you know that either you should be running back into the hallway or there should have been some sort of incline or
Elevation change or
decline,
something.
yeah, to have warranted the way you guys are walking. Finally, at the end of this like dark hallway, you see a towering pair of double doors. As you observe the surface, you notice it's covered in an array of chaotic imagery that seems to shift and swirl between your very eyes.
Imagery of like people, or just like crazy swirls.
It just evokes yeah, crazy swirls, chaos, randomness.
I say, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. And then I inner monologue to Zephyr, my snake. Are you seeing this too? I feel something from this. Kind of looks like those drawings that we were making in books that I'm totally making up, Lawrence. It's not at all.
As your hands touch the door, you feel the texture of the door kind of like shift underneath your hands. I want you to roll for me a d8.
Oh shit.
I was like, oh my gosh, how did I get a 9? It's a I was like, did I roll the wrong dice? I was like, oh, it's a 6.
It was a 6.
Yeah, it's a 6.
Bro, I'm still tripping over earlier. How
16
do I
or
know
19?
if it's a 16 or a 19, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. It
Mhm.
has a line. Okay, anyways, I'm dumb.
The door flickers with the images of the world's greatest cities and civilizations, each one rising and falling in a never-ending cycle. Finally, it gives way into blackness.
The end of all things is the beginning. So we're waiting for a big bang of some sort. I don't know. That's just my science hypotheses just speaking out loud. I have no idea, guys. I'm starting to feel frustrated that nobody is engaging in this intellectual discussion with me and that I only have myself to talk to, me and Zephyr.
Are you kidding me? I was all about the wall, dude.
Wait,
You're right.
That's Lyra. That's Lyra to you.
did
Yeah,
I
I'm
see
like,
that, or did he
I
just see
appreciate
that?
that.
You
Oh.
you all observed the door shift
Okay.
as Xssithiss touched the door.
Oh, okay. So we all saw it.
All right, I'm gonna walk up and touch it and see if I see anything different.
The door's given open and it has returned to its original state.
So when I touch it, it returned to its original state.
No, it returned to its original state shortly after opening.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna walk through.
Okay. Oh, as you walk through,
I'm-
yeah, it's are you carrying the candelabra?
Yeah.
Okay.
After you.
The space opens up widely into this huge black cavern. You don't see, as you pass through the threshold of this door, you see none of the other walls. You don't see the ceiling. You don't see the wall to the left or to the right or to the back. It's just vast and dark. You just see the floor below you extend forward and then fade into blackness with the reach of your light.
Can you guys see anything?
I have
yeah.
dark vision.
So, Kalji and Xssithiss, as you observe behind Lyra, you see, the exact same thing. But even with your dark vision, you don't see the far walls. You don't see much further out than Lyra can with her light. It just seems to go.
I see nothing, and that's quite concerning.
This cavern has to be huge then.
I tap my key along the wall, this magic wall. Wow.
I want everyone to roll for me perception.
Oh my god.
13. Is there a keyhole?
9.
That's a 7.
Okay. Kalji, you hear the faintest of breathing up ahead. Xssithiss, you could have sworn you heard the scratching of something sharp against stone for a brief moment.
Did you hear that?
Like, I'm not sure what I heard, but it seems like someone's there.
I step back because did I hear anything? I didn't hear anything, right?
Not yet. Unless, not yet.
I hear them talking about that, and I sort of freak out and get closer to the group because they think something I'm not fucking hearing.
Yeah. Kalji goes a little bit, like leans a little bit forward, trying to hear, and he goes, "Hello?"
I cover my dart. I think I got my dart back last time, right? I'm gonna grab it again, and this time I'm gonna cantrip poison spray it. achoo. And then I'm just gonna equip it and my dart and my dagger. And get ready.
Just Kalji, I'll respond to you, but Lyra, is Auntie out? Okay.
Yeah.
Kalji, as you call out, you hear your voice just go hello, 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 like just echo and then fade. And then you hear the breathing a little bit louder.
Then I just go, I guess whoever is there doesn't want to respond to me.
I think whoever's there hasn't cut their nails in a really long time. Could be us.
Wait, what do you hear? What?
I heard claws scraping against the wall.
I move further back. I'm not about all that.
Is that?
I
And
don't think I have
Cal just
claws.
goes, "Is that what you hear?" Because I hear breathing.
What kind of breathing? Heavy breathing?
Loud.
From like a
heavy.
large creature?
It could be a large creature.
Mm.
Cal just still trying to peer over, but really can't.
I'm very curious. Okay. And I say, should we just move forward?
Yeah, we can move forward.
Maybe he has answers. Get ready to attack.
Oh shit. Yeah,
They have
Kalji will move forward very slowly and
Mhm.
trying to like see if he could see further. But yeah, he's gonna start going forward.
Scientifically speaking, the strongest formation would be triangle. So one of you get to the left, one of you get to the right. I will come from this. Oh, actually, do you guys have preference in position? I'm not sure if I want to be in the middle.
Where does Auntie go?
In front of me. I'm like sort of standing
Okay.
behind Auntie.
Kalji, as you slowly take steps forward and peer into that darkness, you do this for a couple moments, maybe 30 or so slow feet, before finally you see a figure up ahead. It appears humanoid in shape. It's facing away from you and slightly to the left, and you see huge like shoulders kind of just going up and down. The figure is lurched forward a little bit, not facing
What
you.
kind of skin?
At this distance, you can't gather.
Okay.
And I put my hand back. I'm like, it doesn't look happy.
You guys want to try to be quiet?
Yeah, let's.
We don't have to interact with this because fuck whatever that is. I say in a hushed tone.
It might have answers.
We have to.
Anyone who's standing in the dark, just heavily breathing with claw sounds, I don't trust like that.
If I look in and still like when I look other directions. So okay, sorry. The creature is at the end of the cavern, or is it just in front of me and I just still can't see any walls? Oh, I can't hear you. Is it me?
But before you, and you still can't see past it, and you can't see either of the walls on either side. I don't know if I was muted for that as well.
Okay, so I go. Well, it hasn't seen us yet, so maybe we can go around it.
Yeah,
Maybe we can.
I'm not touching that thing. If you're trying to go up and interact with that thing, I'm out. You can do that by yourself because I
look at
I'm
Lyra. I was
not.
like, we have to stay together. Like, what are you talking about?
But the only way we can, I guess we're all whispering still.
Yeah.
The only way we can get answers is to talk to it. But we should all do it together.
If you're
And I
stuck
do
in the
by
forest, you
myself.
don't ask
I
a
was
lion
gonna-
for directions.
I'm gonna say it doesn't look like it wants to talk to us.
But if there's like 4 prey animals against 1 lion, it might be fine.
Or gophers.
Depends. Are they smart?
I was like, I can't tell, so let's try to go around it. Can you not see it? I know Lyra probably can't, but I just like, can't you see it?
Yeah, I'm just hearing you guys describe
Okay.
this horrifying, heavy breathing, like nail creature.
You said it's humanoid. Is it like around my size?
How tall are you?
Are you 12 feet?
No. I said I was like normal size. I think I said I was like 5'8" or something, like 5'8", 5'7".
It's kind of
Oh
hard
yeah.
to tell from this distance. This figure is probably like
You're-
40, 50 feet away still.
You were like, I'm normal size, 6 foot.
Yeah, right. We made that joke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then I waited with bated breath on your response, and you said, "Oh yeah, 5'7",
And then
5'6".
yeah,
Like,
is that not average? Am I wrong? Is it shorter? My bad. I'm sorry for all the short kings
No, we
out
don't.
there.
no, you're good. You're good. I'm fine with that.
To
Now.
all the King Thorans out there.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
You're still in first.
But yeah, at this distance, you can't gather whether or not it's taller than you.
All right. I cast silence, and then which for the duration, no sound can be created within or pass through a 20-foot radius sphere based on a point you choose within range. Any creature or object entirely inside the sphere is immune to thunder damage, and creatures are deafened while entirely inside it. Casting a spell that includes a verbal component is impossible there. And so I cast it, and then I center it around this creature, and then I walk in, and I tell you guys like, hey, I just casted silence. Nobody can make any sound inside of this sphere. I don't know if it has a visible effect, but
Wait,
And-
so can they hear us?
not if you're inside the.
Okay.
Yeah,
that means
they're
we can't-
inside it.
So
Thank you
you'll
so much.
just FYI, you'll have to get
Yeah.
within 20 feet radius to for it to take effect on you.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it.
But it
Perfect.
can't hear us, but we can see it. I mean, I don't know. I think if we go inside too, no sound can be created inside of it. So if we want to walk closer, it won't hear us coming.
But it can hear us as long as we're outside of that circle,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
right now. Okay.
Yeah.
But I
so-
guess okay. Well, we're gonna have to make sure we're on the same page because once we're in there, we can't talk to each other.
Yeah.
this,
I mean,
this means go. This
Oh.
means leave.
I gotta stick. I'm gonna stick right next to Kalji like glue because I don't know. I don't know what you're doing, and I also can't see in the dark. So
Oh, you're right.
I got my candelabra, which also is a light source in here, and so
Oh.
they can't hear us. But I ain't no way I'm putting this out. But
Okay,
Man, unless we really
maybe
have
you
to.
stay out here and
all right,
the dark visionaries.
before we even move or do anything else, I'm pulling out my rope. I'm tying it around my waist, and Kalji, I'm tying it around your waist. All right.
Wait. All right. I accept.
Are you leaving Auntie loose?
Auntie, don't you guys have like a weird connection where
Yeah,
like
but
she would know
I
where
don't
you
know the
are?
limits. I guess we have to test those, right? Like, I don't know. Do
'Cause if you
skeletons
grab
have
one
fucking dark
bone-
vision? They don't have eyes. How the fuck do they see? You know what I mean?
What if you tie it to like one hand and then like you just take the hand? Where does the rest of the body go? You know what I mean?
You're asking the real questions, you know? I got no idea. Does it have to like assemble together like an Iron Man suit before it can? I don't know. How much of Auntie do we need until it's not Auntie? These are all questions we have.
Should we know which Auntie?
Okay, I'm gonna I'll just tell Auntie to like stay close to me, like right next to me. Like
Okay.
Okay.
And I look at Kalji and I go, and like I'm pointing forward and like we're stealthily going in, and I'm gonna go in from the right and then like just try to peek at the face and see who it is.
He's facing off to the left. So you're gonna take the long way
Oh.
around, or are you gonna try to?
Okay, I'll go left and then I signal to Kalji to go right.
Okay.
And because I don't want us to be approaching from the same angle.
So to respond to the order of what happened, Xssithiss, you cast silence on the figure. Kalji, you immediately stop hearing the breathing. Aside from the rest of you, aside from your own breathing, you don't hear anything at all. And Xssithiss, you slowly. It's just Xssithiss, right? Moving forward.
Oh, are you coming with me, Kalji?
I thought I'm going from the right side. Am I not? I thought that's what we're doing. So you go to the left, I go to the right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you slowly part ways, and Lyra, you're following at least 50 feet, or at most 50 feet behind Kalji, correct?
Oh,
Sorry,
you're
you
muted.
Yeah, no, I'm sticking
Okay,
like
so
close to
you're
Kalji. This is like in case of
Oh, you're-
emergency. I got rope
Gotcha,
like
gotcha.
kind of dangling, but I'm like holding a bundle of rope. Like you know
Gotcha,
what
gotcha.
I mean? Like,
And then Auntie is beside you as well.
Yeah.
So it was Kalji to the right,
Mhm.
Xssithiss to the left. Okay. Xssithiss, as you peer over to the left, as you step within the radius of your silence, and the footsteps that were slowly being made as you crept, or you don't have feet. You move forward into the silence, and you just hear nothing as you pass through. Outside, you could at least feel like you can hear atmosphere, or sense you can feel atmosphere, right? Inside, it just cuts. And you silently slither to the left. Kalji, Lyra, the experience is the same as you pass through this cone. Your own breathing out of your mouth, you do not hear as you pass into this invisible radius. Except this, you peer over to the left and you see what is like a 6-foot tall man, kind of like hunched over and still away from you. You're slowly peering around. But you see slowly the profile of what is this tall, imposing man, broad shoulders, bald from behind. You don't see any hair. As you pass around, you see like a crazed expression on this man's face, and you see a weathered face, a graying beard, and his eyes slowly meet yours. He mouths something unintelligible.
Okay, your mic.
That's
closed
intentional.
enough. That was correct,
yeah,
right?
you
That's
can't hear anything.
intentional.
We're in the
That's
silent.
crazy.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
I want everyone to roll for me initiative.
Oh shit! I don't know what he said.
Yeah, what did he say to me? What did he call me?
That's 8.
4.
It's 5. I'm rolling really bad. Maybe I should change my dice.
Sorry, slow down for me. Who was 8?
Me. Sorry, Lyra.
Except this, what'd you get? All right, Kalji, what'd you get?
5.
Sorry, it's the dog. 4.
I need to change my dice. There's no way. I can't move this.
Oh, this is pretty bad.
Ah! No, we don't know what he said. All I want to say was that was great yelling, even though we didn't hear it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was scared. I don't know what my face was when you did it, but I am frightened.
Cool. I'm glad it got that response from you.
All right, I changed my die for the hopes that it's gonna be better, but it's probably not. All right. I don't want to die. That's Lyra the whole time. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't either, dude.
Yeah, no, fuck all that noise. No bravery here. Look.
It's just you tied yourself to me. I don't know if this could be a detriment to either of us right now. I have no clue what's gonna happen.
That's actually a really good point.
You
Like,
should
you
do the thing where you trip him.
I don't know whether or not like the fact that you can't really see without the candle, like whether or not you're gonna trip over it, you're gonna pull me back. We don't know what's gonna happen.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Oh my gosh, what if like he like aims at you and then like you're like, oh, you help him dodge and you're like, "Tah!" You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, there you go.
There's some shenanigans at play here.
The rope strat, yeah.
It's like this for sure is action comedy if this really is what we're doing right now. Just like that D&D movie.
Ah. Oh, I'm watching the owlbear.
Oh, Lyra's next to me.
Yeah.
I don't know which way we're going.
I'm sticking close.
Oh shit! And then Auntie is somewhere. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. This will do for our purposes, and the if you use a ruler, that's the that should be correct.
Okay.
All right. I gotta remember, Auntie needs to make a move at some point along with Lyra.
Shit.
And then, how long is the rope again?
It's like the adventuring rope. I think it's 50 feet, but let me
Okay.
double check.
Tied to. All right. It's centered. Silence is centered on the creature and moves with it, or it stays at that point.
Stays at that point.
Okay. Shit.
There's a point you choose within range, so I guess could be either, but I assume it's a location point, not a.
Okay, the silence spell is centered on a point in space, not on a creature or an object.
Ah.
Okay.
That's
All right.
a D&D fact. There you go.
Did you know?
Okay, top of the initiative. This figure finishes his wordless yelling and pulls out a whip from his side and just like launches it in your direction.
Who's your?
Xssithiss.
Oh, shit.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
All right. It deals. Okay, you see the whip kind of just like this wave pass through the whip and finally like kick against your skin, and immediately there's no noise made, but the searing pain is unmistakable in your mind, and you yell or you exclaim, but nothing, just the pain that you feel in your mind. You take 9 slashing and roll for me a strength saving throw.
That sucks. Hold on. Oh my gosh. 8.
Okay. Were you holding anything in either of your hands?
Yeah. I was holding a dagger and a dart.
Let's see. Odd is left hand.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh, we didn't exclaim.
Which one is in the left?
Yeah, which one is on the left hand? Pick what was on the left hand, what was on the right hand?
Okay, the dagger was in the left hand, the dart was in my right.
The whip strikes your left forearm and your dagger gets flown out of the circle. It doesn't make it well, you can't hear the noise because sound doesn't pass through. But you see it fall into the distance outside of the radius. You had been disarmed. Hold on. All right. And then this figure is going to go up to you and just deck you.
Oh,
After?
Mm-hmm.
Me?
oh
Mm-hmm.
what a fucking asshole, dude.
Does 14 hit?
Ew. Yes.
Okay. You take 4 bludgeoning as after like whipping you, this figure kind of like runs up and this hulking arm just like comes up and down and like decks you on the shoulder, kind of like your entire body just gets thrown like doubled over from the reverberation of his punch. All right. That's his crazed expression remains unchanged as this happens. That's his turn. Lyra, it's you.
I'm gonna send in Auntie to go and grapple him. To just try to like restrain him.
All right. So this is a contested strength roll. Go ahead and roll strength, and I'll have mine roll strength or athletics.
Give me a sec. I'm doing my homework to make sure I have skeleton pulled up. Okay. Yeah, so that's a 13.
You see Auntie kind of like hobble over to grapple him, but he he feels Auntie try to like grab her on his arms, and he quickly turns around and like pushes her back. Her attempt was unsuccessful.
Got it. Okay. I'm going to sort of go and put myself you know what? Who cares? Fuck it. We're just kidding. That's always said before making terrible decisions. Because this is just me thinking out loud because we can't communicate because we can't talk, so
Right.
I can't tell you guys what I'm thinking.
Right.
But for me as Lyra, I'm thinking this bozo, like our future selves are talking about being trapped in here. Who knows how long this guy's been trapped here? And I'm remembering we are on a rescue mission. Do I even know what these people fucking look like?
We don't.
Yeah.
That's what I
Okay,
was
we don't know what
saying.
these people look like. He didn't hear anything because we cast a thing where you can't hear shit. And then we like appeared right in front of him, a creature with a snake on their shoulder. It was like with no sound or anything. So
And
I
now
don't know if
you observe. Okay, so here's also what you observed. Yeah, you observed Xssithiss attempt to like reach over, and then once Xssithiss gets in eye line, you see the head turn towards Xssithiss. Maybe like a movement of the shoulders, him pulling out his whip, striking Xssithiss, then running up, and then just decking Xssithiss. Oh yeah, striking Xssithiss. Like throwing his arm back and like launching something in behind Xssithiss, and then Xssithiss gets decked.
Is silence concentration?
Yeah.
Is it?
That's why I want to.
Yeah, actually, at that point,
Ooh.
roll for me a con save. It's gonna have to be twice now because you took damage twice.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like, I don't want to hurt this guy. I don't even know what he's doing. We don't even know what the people look like. We didn't ask for a picture.
They have I guess like a
We're horrible
a nice
like we're
drawing.
horrible like we're here to try to find people, but we don't know what the people look like.
Just assume that they'd be nice. I feel like if we told them we're like saving,
Xssithiss, did you roll the con save?
Oh, me too?
No, you were the one that had to roll a
we're
con
trying to
save
see
because
if,
we're
like,
seeing
you're
if
holding-
silence is maintained.
Oh, nat 20.
Okay.
Damn.
When
So,
it doesn't matter.
Roll it and then roll again because you
Okay.
got struck twice.
10.
Yeah, the silence is maintained as you watch this all happen.
Okay.
Lyra,
And then
yeah.
I can't cast anything that has any verbal component.
Correct.
Damn, dude.
Okay. Sorry, I'm scrolling. We're still good. We got this. We're fine. I'm gonna put myself in between
take yourself a little bit
Xssithiss
out.
and the person.
Oh,
And I'm gonna can I she's not prone, right?
No. Oh, I mean, you mean Xssithiss?
Xssithiss, yeah. Sorry.
No.
Apologies. Okay. I'm gonna okay. I'm gonna sort of run like in between or run like around him, like doing like a chill, like it's okay, and then I'm gonna keep running around like that. Can I do that with the rope attached?
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me persuasion with disadvantage, because
Holy
again,
shit.
yeah.
Okay.
Just
okay.
imagine you going, chill.
like it's with like hand gestures, like chill, like it's okay. Like, all right. So that's a less than great roll, and then a slightly better roll. Okay, and then I got a 7 plus my persuasion, which is 2, so a 9.
This was with disadvantage.
Yeah, with the disadvantage, it's a 9.
Okay. You, as you run around, you see the crazed look on this man's face, and you see it just like follow you as you're running around him, and his attention is returned to Xssithiss
can
once
I
you leave his eye
take-
line.
Can I pull out like a ration?
Okay.
Oh.
Or like a portion of a ration?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna sort of chuck it on the floor, like next to him.
Okay.
With my hands up, like clear, like hey, like here you go. I'm not gonna try to hand it to him, get up in his face, but I'm gonna chuck it to him, like that.
Roll for me insight.
Okay.
He eats brains. Just kidding.
That's 12.
Okay, you see him observe it, but it doesn't seem to change his demeanor. Is there anything else you want to do for your turn?
How far have I moved?
You said you moved back and forth in an arc around him, right?
Yeah.
So what's the arc tangent
I'll
of
just...
15-foot
Oh,
radius
shit.
with the
I got
30
you, don't worry
degrees?
about
I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding.
I said I wouldn't use this, but here we are. Okay, 15, and then like that's like where I'm at is like 20. It's like 15 plus 20, and that's more than I have for
Okay.
movement. So I'll move back a little bit. Like we'll say I'm like right here. That's like 30. So I'm like there to there, and then to here.
Gotcha.
And
But then don't you leave his like attack radius?
Yeah. Does
Whoa.
that prompt opportunity attack?
It would, and he would
Whoa.
take it. Thank you
Okay.
for reminding me.
No. I just wanted to warn you to not do it.
It had
It's all right.
happened.
I've already done it.
It was in your head
I did
Oh,
it in my head.
and on the map.
Let's see. As you pass in front of him, he yanks you by the hair and like pulls downward.
Oh,
Um,
Oh.
Rude.
It was a nat 20, and you take 8 bludgeoning damage as your head slams against the floor.
Ow. All right, yeah, I guess that's my turn.
Oh my god.
All right. That's Auntie. Kalji, your turn.
So Kalji sees this, and is in full rage and goes and shifts as a bonus action.
Yeah.
So I get a 6 plus a 1d6, or yeah. So let's just get that in there. Okay, so I got 10. Oh, this is temporary, sorry. 10. And then I seeing Lyra get pulled by the hair and then drop down, and seeing how huge this person is compared to me, I go into beast mode. So I shift, and I'll come. Hopefully he still doesn't see me. Come from behind and grapple him. And I actually have grappler, so I have an advantage on this action.
Okay, go ahead and roll grappling with advantage. Oh yeah, he has to contested strength.
Yeah. Grappling is just a D20, or is it my unarmed?
So yeah, it's a D20 plus your strength.
plus my strength. Got it. Aha. Okay. 18.
Ooh, okay. As you come up from behind and reach around his arms, presumably?
Yeah.
Okay. You feel the strength of this individual. As you come up, you see how much taller he is than you.
Fuck.
And as he's distracted, you quickly try to grab around his arms, and he fights, but he doesn't manage to break your grasp.
Okay, so in this, let me just reread the feature. Okay, so see, you and the creature are both restrained. So I'm like trying to restrain him, um, and then I look at Exit and say, what? I'm trying to like say something to his face. I was like,
Yeah, okay, yeah, all right. Is there anything else you want to do for your turn?
no, I just wanna hold him down.
Okay. All right.
What? What? Okay, I have a question though.
Yeah.
Because I have 2 actions. Is the fact that I grab him, I'm restrained, so I can't do a second action, right?
You have
Or I
two.
can't do a second attack.
You have 2 attacks as an
Attacks in one
action.
action, and
So
the
if you
grapple is one
take
action.
if you take the attack action, you get to attack twice. But you don't have 2 actions during a turn unless you
Got it.
use I think second wind or something like that.
Yeah, I have another one that allows me to do. Yeah, I just stay like that, holding him.
All right. Shifted as a bonus action movement. Okay. That's your turn. All right. Xssithiss. It's your turn. You see before you as like your senses regain after that like blow to the torso that sends your body like lurching forward for a brief moment. You see just the soundless falling of Lyra to the ground right in front of you. And then as you look up and your senses start to sharpen again, you see him just like he's like just pissed, and you can tell that Kalji is behind.
Shoot.
Has Exodus ever
say
seen me shifted
wordlessly.
before? Does he know that's me? He's seen it. He saw it. It's not like he didn't see it. Never mind.
Yeah. I'm going to quickly grab a different charger because this one is about to kill me. And my laptop.
Sweet.
Oh no.
And then oh my gosh, why was I in?
Oh no.
This is horrible. Okay. Ah! I'm sorry. Give me 1 second.
And you said hard cut off at 8:30, right?
I can go longer because my sister decided to go too.
Oh, what is going on in the setup?
What? Did I do it?
Okay. I got a what is it? I got a Steam Deck and I'm installing Windows on it.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Okay, so what I do is I will spray from a distance I aim and then I poison spray him in his eye. I try to get him in his eyes and go and then like
Okay.
yeah, the poison spray is in my mouth, yeah.
Is it a dex save?
Con
A con
11.
save for him. Okay. I'll roll with disadvantage just because of the circumstances. It's gonna be a 9.
Which is not enough to beat an 11. So I'm going to roll. And he gets 10 damage. And
Okay.
then I say, I'm like,
Perfect.
I don't, yeah. And then I try to step back in an arc, like so, because he's facing me, right? So I'm like, I'm just gonna same distance, but now I'm over here behind you.
So you're now lateral to, I would say, Kalji is truly behind, uh, um, this figure. You're now like off to this side. Just for frame of
Yeah,
reference.
yeah. I'm just trying to make it harder for him to whip me.
Okay.
And I like point to my owie to my arm. I'm like, ow.
All right. Is there any other effects to that poison spray if they fail the?
Yeah. So the other thing that happens is
Oh, they just take damage.
oh, it doesn't stay. Yeah.
All right. Is that going to be your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Top of the second round. This figure is going to fight your grasp, Kalji. And let's see. Let's see. Okay.
Oh, I have a question. So my grappler thing says so I'm a grappler, so you have advantage on attack rolls against a creature you're grappling. You can use your action to try to pin a creature grappled by you by making another grapple check. If you succeed, you and the creature are both restrained until the grapple ends. What does that mean? Does that mean like until I stop it? Like
Repeat it.
what? So it says um so the whole thing is you have an advantage on attack rolls against a creature you are grappling. You can use your action to try to pin a creature grappled by you by making another grapple check. If you succeed, you and the creature are both restrained until the grapple ends.
Restrained.
Yeah, like why go around the roundabout? I don't understand.
I'm not sure. Oh, restrained. Attacks against a creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. So yeah, it just has disadvantage on dex saves, and then attacks on it have advantage. So currently, it's more or less an equal footing, and restrained is
Okay.
another level into
Got it.
gaining control over your opponent.
Got it.
So it's gonna attempt to fight.
Okay.
So you're gonna roll a strength for me.
What is that? It's a 3, 18, 21.
21.
Oh, yeah.
It does not break. Yep, it does not break.
Haha.
All right. That's its turn. You feel his like body just shift around you. You see his head turned back and look down at you. You can't. I don't know if you could see up necessarily at this proximity.
Nah, he's too tall for me. He can't see me.
Yeah. All right, Lyra, it's you. You're prone. It's gonna take half your movement to get up, but then after that, you're free to do what you want.
Yeah, no worries. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up, pick up the food that I chucked at him.
Take that back.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Okay, so shit. I don't have any way to like calm him down or do anything like that.
Nothing short of a spell, and then like also, you're silent, so it's not like words can help.
Yeah.
He seems enraged. He's restrained by one of your friends. Reason seems futile at this point.
I oh man. All right. I mean, it did kind of mess me up. Okay. Sorry. We are good. Okay, this does have a verbal component to it. I'm going to kind of step out of the circle. Are we going to say the radius is 15 feet so I can get right outside?
Radius is 20.
Radius is 20.
Oh,
Okay.
but for yeah. You're not directly in the center, so yeah, we can say you can step outside.
Okay. I'm gonna do that and then cast False Life on myself.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And then that healed me for 7. Okay. And it's what is it? Temporary HP. Okay. Yeah, and with that, I'm gonna sort of step out of the circle and just sort of brace myself. And then can I have a character be double grappled? Like, can I have Auntie grapple the already grappled person or somehow help restrain him further?
Yeah. Why not? Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna send Auntie in to sort of go in and like grab his legs.
Okay. Have a roll strength with advantage, and we'll see if he can fight this. I'm gonna count this as a separate thing. He's still grappled, but he's still gonna be able to contest. But you do have advantage, so there's that.
Okay, 15 with advantage.
And yeah, he's stomping around, but Auntie kind of like waits for a moment. You just see Auntie observing, and then just like dive for a lunge. And wait, is there a verbal component to
He's outside, isn't he? Oh.
Sound does not travel within
She
the
can't
radius.
hear in.
Yeah.
So now we're getting to how do I communicate with Auntie?
Yeah.
Let me look at animated dead.
If there's
Mental.
if it's mental, then yeah. If it's verbal, then
Dang, this
So-
tomb is bringing you closer to death's communication.
What was it? The last command I gave her is to grapple him, which
Well,
she
but
failed
how
to
did
grapple.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, she's gonna continue with that. Yeah,
But
you
didn't
can't.
you say it within the circle?
Yeah,
Weren't we already
yeah,
in the circle
definitely,
when you said
Okay.
it?
definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
So I mean, we'll just say you issued that command outside,
Mhm.
Okay.
and then
And just move from there. We're establishing now.
we're establishing now.
it's canon.
Mhm.
I
Got
talked to
it.
Auntie verbally. That's how we
Got it.
communicate is verbally.
And yeah, she succeeded and is grappling the legs of this figure.
Okay. And that's it for me.
All right, Kalji.
Does Kalji notice that Auntie did that? Because I recognize my face is in his back.
Oh.
I can't.
Yeah, you can like move your head really quick and see a bunch of bones around the feet, and assume that Auntie is helping out.
This really changes what I was about to do. Got you.
Xssithiss, you're on deck.
So I look to the side. I look at Xssithiss, just like confused, going like, "What are we gonna do?" So if I use the grappler, where like I do another grapple check it, and it's like completely restrained. We're already double grappled, so I don't need to do that, right? I'm trying to figure out what I can do to make him stop moving, like other than let go of him. I was gonna suplex him. I'm just gonna be very honest here. But now that Auntie is holding on his feet, I feel like that's not a good thing to be doing.
Also, real quick, I'm so sorry. It says in the spell mentally, keyword mentally.
Ooh.
So
Oh, okay, then yeah,
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
also
Nice,
another thing
nice,
that we've
nice.
learned.
taken care of. All right, yeah.
Will Auntie get hurt if I still try to suplex this dude?
There's only one way to find out.
Hey, oh, I can't tell you anything. Yeah.
Yeah, no new information at this point.
Um,
You got to decide.
Okay, he's unsure what to do, and the only thing he can think about is slamming him to the ground right now. So he'll suplex him. He'll like by from behind. He'll try to throw him like a German suplex over his back.
All right, roll for me
I don't know what that is.
a strength or athletics check.
Is that like you going backwards into like a bridge?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
I'll let you do it
Ow.
with advantage because he's already grappled.
Okay, I'll do it with athletics. We're about to see how athletic I am. Modified 20.
All right. As you get low and you have his arms in a hook, right?
Yeah.
So you get low and then you turn your torso backwards. You feel his weight start to shift, and there's this tipping point where he becomes light on his feet and his weight goes behind you. Now, yeah, you don't observe this, but Lyra, you look in and you just see Calci get low and then bridge backwards. Auntie dangling at this creature's legs and like flying along with, as Calci sends him on his upper back and neck and head onto the floor for a bridge. Do you let's see. Do you release or do you try to maintain the grapple?
Release the grapple.
No, I imagine it as a full like release.
Oh,
like
yeah, you
I
just release.
pull
Okay,
back.
just,
Yeah,
like-
fucking. Oof.
And
Yeah.
then, yeah, you just observe this Lyra from the outside, and you too, Xssithiss. Just bones flying, legs and bones like flying
Oh,
before you.
no.
That
Guilt.
let's say, okay. I really like that. Go ahead and roll for me, a D6 plus your strength as for damage.
7.
All right. Yeah, and he's now prone, and let's see. Yeah, and like dazed, like his head, he lands backwards, and then he's like grabbing his head, and he's just going like this, like after that. All right, is that gonna be your turn?
How far does he go? He doesn't
Oh
he doesn't
yeah,
go that
we'll
far, right?
say okay, let's get him out of this. Hold on. All right. Oh. Sorry, 1 second.
And is his whip still in his hand?
Well, let's see. Yeah. No. So he's flung right here, and a whip is thrown. Right. Let's say here, outside of the circle.
Oh, that's
Thrown this way. All right.
Can I walk over to the whip and just pick it up?
You end that move prone.
Okay.
So it'll take 15
Okay.
movement to get up, and then whatever movement you have left.
I can't even get close to it.
Someone's at the door. 1 second.
Sure.
How about I will get up. Let me just. So that's get up. I'm at 15. And then I just go between him and his whip. Like I just don't want him near
Okay.
his whip again. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is
Oh,
that gonna be your
poor
turn?
Auntie.
My food.
I feel so bad. Sorry, it had to be done.
Do you want to move your token? Okay, Auntie's over here too, like splayed out.
Yeah. Hey, no worries. You can take
The
it.
double suplex.
All right. Is that gonna be your turn?
Yeah, that'll be my turn. I'm my back
Yeah.
is to the whip, but then I'm just eyeing him.
Yeah,
See what he does.
We'll say Auntie takes like 1 bludgeoning.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. We're good.
All right. That's Calgi. Xssithiss, your turn.
Yeah, so I don't feel good, and I had that bad feeling from earlier, so I'm gonna cast Goodberry.
Okay.
And then is it an action to eat the berries as well?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. So I first cast it, and then I prep it to eat later, and then I look at you and I go, Great job.
Big fan.
Big fan.
All right.
My turn.
Okay. Round 3. This figure, let's see. This figure tries to get up for a moment and then just like collapses back unconscious.
Oh shit. Okay, I mean, like, he's not dead, I hope.
That's his turn. Lyra, it's you.
I'm gonna go up to his body and search to see if he. Does this motherfucker have ID?
Okay.
Like, I'm looking for like a charter, a map, like some sort of indication of why he was here, who this guy is. You know.
As you look at his clothing, it appears like really worn and tattered. You see blood stains on him. Dried.
around
It's like really
wounds?
dark. The only damage he took was that from that suplex and something else, right?
Poison spray.
Poison spray. So yeah, like there's like a like a green tinge to his face. It's really hard to tell in this light, but like a
Yeah.
green tinge to his face. I don't know if you necessarily saw Xssithiss do that spell, but there's a green tinge to his face. Some dark dried blood on his tattered clothes, and then as you search his body, you find a book or like a tattered book.
Okay, I'm gonna go and pick up the candelabra. I'm gonna assume that I dropped it when I got fucking knocked to the ground.
Mhm.
So I'll go back in and pick that up so to take some movement. And then say I go back. We're still in combat, right?
At this point, we can say we're not. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go grab.
I release silence too. Then so
All
we
right.
can all talk.
All right. I'll go and grab the candelabra and I hold it up and I try to read the book and to see what the cover says.
You observe the inside cover, and the inside cover says the Journal of Dr. Celine Isadora.
Wait, isn't that who we're looking for?
Yeah.
Did we kill him? Does he have a pulse?
He appears
wait,
to be
right.
breathing, but he is unconscious.
Oh, okay. I'm also gonna take my rope and like, I'm gonna split it. I'm gonna knock 10 feet off my rope.
Okay.
So I have a 10-foot piece and a 40-foot piece, with my dagger, and
Okay.
then I'm gonna tie him up with a 10-foot piece.
Can I just grab the whip so like it's like now in my possession and
Yeah,
he's
you
not
can.
holding it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's mine now. Haha.
And I start rifling through the journal to see what I can see.
The journal appears like really tattered, a lot of page ripped out from it. There are some vague notes about like studies that take place outside of the context of this tomb and anything like miscellaneous research. You do find a couple pages in the middle still intact and barely legible, but this is what you see.
Oh, oh.
Go ahead and read that for me.
In the Zoom chat or?
Oh, it's in Albert.
It's in the Albert, yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay, perfect. Okay, so today was an exciting day for me. I've been working hard to acquire the funding needed to explore the tomb of the Aeon, and I'm thrilled to say that we finally received approval for our expedition. It's hard to describe the level of excitement I feel about being able to research these ancient and mysterious structures. I'll be working closely with Dr. Emmerich Ashwood on this project. I've admired his work in philology for a long time, and I'm looking forward to finally getting a chance to collaborate with him. I'm excited to see what we can accomplish together. We met Capt Durand, who will be leading our party into the desert to the tomb of the Aeon. He's a gruff, no-nonsense type. but I get the sense that he's a competent and experienced leader. I hope we can all work together well and achieve our goals. I can't wait to get started and see what we'll discover in the tomb. I have a feeling that this will be a truly life-changing experience, a dream I've had since I was a child. If only I could share this exciting news with Mother. I miss you.
You continue to rifle through, and you see another page left intact.
All right. The first one was dated the 20th of Greenfire, and this is the 7th of Bloodfire.
You know that this was the month that had just passed.
Okay. This tomb is even more fascinating than I could have imagined. The ancient structure stands tall and proud, as if they're daring us to explore its secrets. I've never seen anything like it in all my years of research. In the entryway alone, there are markings on the walls that we haven't been able to decipher yet, and the strange symbols that we can't make sense of. Dr. Ashwood is already hard at work scribbling in his notebook and undoubtedly trying to interpret the symbols and images. But there are also unsettling things happening here. It's almost as if the tomb itself is alive, breathing. We've noticed strange movements in the shadows, sounds that we can't explain, and a feeling of unease that hangs over everything. Despite these unsettling elements, I can't help but feel a sense of awe and wonder in the presence of the tomb of the Aeon. I know that there is much that we have yet to discover, so much knowledge to uncover. I just hope that we can do so without awakening any ancient forces that should have been left to rest. Yeah, good thing we didn't open the tomb in there, right?
You think they opened the tomb too? Nah.
I don't know.
Well,
It looks like they might have had an idea of what the markings were.
but where's the rest of his party? And why is he so bloody?
I don't know. I mean, we didn't really get a chance to ask him, but hopefully now with him tied up, we can learn something.
Can we like tappity tap him and see if he like did one of these?
Okay. As you try to move his face, tap him a little bit, he seems unresponsive, still breathing. Finally, he slowly comes to consciousness, and he takes a moment, and he looks at the three of you, looking down at him. Oh, he's subdued, right? He's tied?
Yeah. And I say, Dr. Celine, is that you?
You trapped us in here. This is all your fault.
We were sent here to come get you from the university.
This is all your fault. We've been lost. You tricked me. You tricked me.
Wait, why is it our fault?
Yeah, his breathing is labored and frantic, and he continues rambling about.
Can I grab him by the shoulders and do the get yourself together?
Yeah, and as you do so, he his crazed look just stares past you, into you, and past you as he just repeats the same things over and over again.
And I
you
say,
trapped us in here. This is all your fault.
I say, is it Dr. Ashwood's fault?
It was all your fault. It was all your fault.
Captain
Who are
Durand?
you? What? And we're like, what's your name?
Yeah, you continue inquiring, and he keeps repeating the same phrases. You trapped us in here.
Okay, first I stuffed the good berries in my mouth. I'm not And then afterwards I cast suggestion, and I'm like, you should calm down and tell us what you know about this place.
What kind of role is that?
Can I get in on those good berries?
I just ate them all.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I should have thought about that. I was too hungry. Okay, so sorry. Suggestion is Wisdom 11.
Okay. Let's see what he. And what did you suggest to him?
That he should calm down and tell us what he knows.
I led you all in here, and you betrayed me. You betrayed me. We got lost, and this is all your fault. This is all your fault.
It has to be the captain, right?
How did you lead us here? Wait, which captain? What?
No. I think he thinks, and Cal just goes up and like, I think he thinks we're the researchers. He might be the captain that brought them here. Captain Durand?
I thought he was Isadora.
But we just made that assumption because we found the journal on him. So either there's 3 people here, right? Dr. Isadora, Ashwood, and then Durand. Was there anyone
Durand.
else in their party that we were looking for?
No, it was just them 3. Like Durand was their guide, and the researchers were the ones that came in.
Now, looking at him, I mean, it looks like this dude is like he's been here a while. That's the vibe I'm getting off of his tattered clothes, the way he looks and stuff. What would you say his appearance and age? I mean, he might look the age because of where
he looks like in his 40s or 50s.
Okay.
It's a he though, right? Isn't Celine wasn't it a woman?
Do I
might have
know
been
that?
wrong.
Yeah, I guess
Do I
no.
know
Yeah,
that
I
from
guess
my
there's
time?
there's nothing. Oh yeah.
being at the university.
So yeah,
right?
being at the university, you would have known. Dr. Celine Isadora was a woman.
And what about Dr. Ashwood?
A male.
Do I recognize him then?
They didn't provide you. Well, okay, based on physical description, and you're talking with the professor back at Strixhaven. The professor would have informed you that Captain Durand was this really broad and like former military, a lot of experience traveling and trekking. You can safely assume that this is him.
I say we've never met you before.
He continues to say, he looks at you in the eyes as if there's some familiarity, but then passes through them with his gaze, and he goes, "You've got us lost in here. This labyrinth."
You think he
People
killed
want
him?
to. You think he killed him?
I'm gonna cast detect magic on him.
And yeah, there's no aura showing any magic. Yeah, there's no aura.
Okay, and also it says like I can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
And like I'll see any objects that it says all blah blah blah. To see any aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and I learn its school of magic, if any.
Okay. Yeah, nothing's pinging that hasn't been pinged already.
Okay, I got it.
And Kalji running out of ideas because he's like, did you guys say you think this green liquid is dangerous?
Let's give it to him and find out.
Is anybody opposed?
I'm off in the corner thinking. I don't know. I like I'm kind of freaking out. I'm like, oh shit, are we trapped too?
I say, well, honestly, I think it might be better to him just for safety reasons, but up to you guys. I'll leave this one to you. Very neutral, feeling very neutral about it. I think the green liquid could be an easy way to go.
Unless it turns them into a big super goblin.
Yeah, we don't know what it's about. I was hoping that
no.
maybe you don't think so.
No, I mean like no.
So we're assuming that this is Captain Durand or
Yeah.
Dr. Ashwood?
I think no, we're thinking it's Captain
Captain.
Durand.
Captain
Like
Durand.
it's
So
yeah.
why does he have Celine's journal?
That's a good question.
Where did you get this? Why do you have it?
Yeah, he does not He doesn't seem to be taking in your words, just repeating the same accusations upon you all.
I'm gonna grab him by the shoulders, grab the journal, and say, "Where did you find my journal?"
Oh, that's good.
He looks at you right in the eyes, and he goes, "I had to know what your secrets were."
Oh, he took it.
Man, I hope I don't
Did
go
you
this
take this
crazy.
from? Did you take this from her?
And then he doesn't say anything to that.
Can I? I don't want to punch her in the face. Can I punch her in the face and say, "Get a hold of yourself"?
Yeah. Roll unarmed strike with advantage. He is
17.
17. And then what's your how much does your unarmed strike do?
4.
All right. He passes back out.
And I'm just there really frustrated. Like, I just looked at everybody else. He's like, he was giving us nothing. I don't know what to do with
Yeah,
this guy.
at least it's quiet now. All right, I'm gonna have
Tell me the
Auntie.
secrets you know.
I'm gonna have Auntie pick him up. Start slinging him over her shoulder.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Oh, can you
let's
do
have
that?
her roll strength.
Where's the muscle for that?
Hey, she's it's magic,
You're right.
Oh shit, not 20, dude.
Yeah. And it seems impossible, but Auntie lumbers or like throws his huge body over her shoulder. Her head kind of like detaches off to the right to like accommodate for the width of his like waist,
Yeah.
and like is like holding with all her strength. You can see her knees knocking, but she's holding him.
All right. So when we first came in, we couldn't see forward, right? Because it's such a huge cavern.
Yeah.
And we're still kind of close to where we came from, right? Like we can see the back wall, we just can't see forward, or
Maybe you're like 40 feet in at this point.
well, I mean, I guess
the
I don't know
wall
if
that
I
you
can
had...
with the candle, but
Okay.
I asked the group, can you guys see where we came from?
They can see where you guys came from. The wall is barely visible at the end, the end that you had arrived from.
Okay, I'm gonna ask them. Do you guys just want to stick to the right wall? Go back to where we came from. Just stick to the right wall and start walking around this place, trying to see how big it is and if there's other exits.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds
Sounds like a good idea.
So we
Okay.
just try to go right.
Okay.
Why
Yeah,
are we
just, like, keep
taking
the
him?
wall on our right. Because I feel bad leaving him, and I also feel like he could be valuable.
Are you sure you don't just want to him?
We don't want to.
We were sent here to save. Well, I guess we weren't sent to save him, but he has the journal, so he knows something about the people we're here to save. If we don't save them, we don't get any money. Then this was all for nothing, unless we get some sort of crazy artifact or some sort of knowledge out of it. But seeing what this place does to people, I don't have hope for that. So our best hope is to track down who we came here to find and help them get out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'm just scared he'll try to kill us in our sleep. But if
It's all right.
you guys
Auntie
sure.
doesn't sleep.
Okay.
All
And
right.
I'm neutral about it.
Okay. You return to the wall that you had come from, and you follow it to the right. Correct. You walk 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes before you reach the far wall. Or not the far wall, but the wall to the right.
Holy shit.
You follow that for another 20 minutes. 30 minutes. 40 minutes. 50 minutes. An hour. You reach the corner. You follow that wall. You go 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes. You're in this room for now 2 hours. And you finally see this door at the opposite wall that you had passed through.
Let's let's continue making that map. Could we like make a quick diagram of what we've seen so far?
Yeah, I'll put it in my my. I mean, there's no rule against me writing other notes in my spell book, right?
No, yeah. You can use your spellbook as a diary. You can use your spellbook for recipes.
Wow.
Dear diary.
Sketch
I'm
journal,
lost
you know.
again today.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start a sketch in the back, starting with the upper floor. I'm gonna draw a little spiral stair steps down into this little room. I'll draw a little clock over the room. I'll draw like a little corridor that like spirals around with question marks around it, and then this big cavern. And yeah, I'll just write the time it took us along each wall and just sketch out what we know of those 3 walls, and then the door on the other side.
Do we feel tired at this point? Is this like, does it feel like my circadian rhythm is like, we've been doing this a long time. I'm sleepy.
I don't want to be in this room.
You don't feel that. No.
Okay.
So you've reached the door. Do you decide to pass through it?
Are you asking if you want to? Do you guys want to sleep in the darkness, under the cover of the darkness?
I'd rather not.
All right. Because what do you guys see when you look around? Is it just pitch black in all directions now that we're on the other side?
Yeah. Is it? Yeah. So I'm assuming this room is huge, or we only went half the room, right?
Yeah.
We don't even know what the other half is. When I look back, does it just feel like the same thing like when we opened the door on the other side?
What do you mean open the door on the other side?
You know how like when we went in the first time it was just pitch black?
Oh yeah, you stand in front of this new door and look into the distance. It becomes darkness again.
And I look, it's like I really can't see anything. Are we just gonna assume that the other side is shaped the same way?
I'm comfortable making that assumption after walking for an hour. If we have to come back, we can.
We come back, go on the right side of the wall. We have to go back to this door.
Yeah, you'd actually been walking 2 hours, scaling
Holy
half
shit.
of the perimeter of this thing.
Just darkness, us together.
Yeah.
While Auntie carries this huge ass dude on her back. That's crazy, dude.
Get that skeleton strength. Hey, look, I'm sure that skeleton, when we're beefing with it later out in the wild, you know, they'll be feeling mighty strong then. You know what I mean? Okay, so do you guys want to press through this door?
Yeah, let's just get. Oh,
I stick my tongue out again. Does it taste the same? Different?
You're trying to sense the air on the other side, or you're tasting the door itself.
No, the air.
Okay, go ahead and roll for me perception.
$19.
Okay. Yeah, it's tough to gather what's on the other side of this door, even with a 19.
But does it feel the same as the last time I did this?
You gather what's in this room, and you can't gather what's past this boundary.
Really?
Okay. I can't tell.
I just look back and I was like, let's just go. I don't want to stay in this dark anymore.
Okay.
Kalji will open the door.
The door opens, and it continues to be dark. There's no light. The ceiling is low here.
Okay.
Who's the tallest? Oh, except this is probably the tallest, right? You're probably not standing at your full height, and you probably have a lot of your tail behind you to accommodate the height of this thing. But the ceiling is like right here. It's claustrophobic, but it's wide. You can see the walls this time. You can probably stand like 3 or 4 across comfortably, but the ceiling is very low. But it just
does it look like the ceiling can move?
Roll for me perception.
Are there any spike holes?
Oh, did I forget my dagger in the other room?
We can assume you took it.
Okay.
No, so
Imagine.
you gotta walk back 4 hours.
You have to go
Imagine.
4 hours.
Alright.
Oh man.
See you guys later.
Oh, if I was a different DM.
Modified 20.
Evil DM.
Modified 20. Yeah, you like the foundations and the structure seem solid. And as you look on the corners, it doesn't seem like there's a gap to allow movement. And you don't see like scraping along the side to indicate that movement has ever taken place.
Okay.
Spike holes?
No.
Does it look like the floor looks loose?
No. Yeah.
That's-
The footing seems
That's a tight floor.
the footing seems sure and sturdy.
Okay, so no booby traps. Okay, that's the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Consider especially with your roll.
I get on my belly and I'm really feeling it. like
Yeah,
a snake.
it's comfortable. Yeah.
You're really feeling it.
Yeah. And then I grab my dagger and I write into this wall and see if it talks the same way the other one did. And be like,
Oh.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
okay.
Oh,
yeah,
you write on the
I
wall,
try
and then it doesn't nothing changes.
A
You're
circle?
able to scratch into it. Some of the wall kind of like becomes dust and like falls down to the ground as you scratch into it. Circle.
I say it doesn't make sense that the ceiling is so much lower than the other one. There must be something above it. Should I try to dig a hole on the ceiling?
I wish you best of luck with your dagger. I don't know how far you're
Alright.
gonna get with that.
I see if there's maybe another layer behind it, and I just choose a spot in the corner.
Okay. You give it 5 minutes, and you can only do so much with a dagger. And you feel you sense your dagger is dulling with your prodding of the wall. You make an indentation, but it's only like 2 inches or like 1.5 inches thick.
I try to mold earth here. Is this earth different than the one in the other room?
This earth is unmoldable, or it's not earth to mold.
The walls. Okay, what about the floor?
The same.
Duh!
You said we could see the walls on the side, but not like forward, right? So,
Yeah,
like,
it goes a bit distance ahead.
goes further.
Yeah. I want to also after exiting that room, you your entire group gets 1 clarity point. And so this is a mechanic I'm going to introduce for this campaign. A clarity point. Clarity points accumulate in a pool that any of you can use. What this clarity point can do will allow you to add or subtract to any roll as needed. So you have accumulated 5 clarity points. You can use all 5 at once or 1. And you can use it to add to a roll or subtract from a roll that that
like
you
your
that
roll?
you make. Yeah, that you make.
Okay.
this is a group point.
Correct.
I feel like I'm playing Mario Party right now.
Oh, here we go.
So now
Can
you
I-
have accumulated you have 1 I'll just write a note here.
Should we put in the owlbear or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
and I go,
E.
Kalji is slightly frustrated because he went, let's leave this dark room, and we entered a smaller dark room. What are we gonna do?
Do
we whistle to check if people are here?
I feel safe here, actually. I think snakes like smaller areas. So I'm gonna be like, maybe we should go to sleep. Here. Because I personally don't have a lot of energy.
Before we do that, can we walk a little bit forward and like, can we hear anything? Like when we tap, like just like how in the other room when I walked a little bit forward, I heard something.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything like does it sound like silence or does it sound like somebody else is in here?
As you proceed forward, you actually see the end of this pathway, and it leads to a familiar door that you have encountered before.
Oh my god.
Oh. All right. Should we open the familiar door? Oh, I'm not there. You're right.
And I say, you guys, I think we're back in the tomb. Or back at the door to the tomb.
All right, maybe this hallway is a good place to set up camp before we encounter whatever's in the next room.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we can go into
and
the
then
less.
I just go up to Lyra. It's like, how about you
less
do
tall
the
one.
tech magic thingy you usually do before we go to sleep?
All right. Yeah, I cast detect magic.
Yeah, and the door brims with light.
At the end of the hall, right?
Correct.
Yeah, there's something very magical about that door. It has a magic aura coming off it, so
What if this door just pops up in random places and the room just manifests wherever the door is? Like it moves around to confuse us. And these are just rooms that these rooms don't have any order.
So
Anyways,
like, and I
I
just
say sleepily.
do you say that out loud? Like,
Yeah, I say sleepily like, oh,
what if the doors make us jump in time?
but is it jump forward or backwards?
Maybe it depends on the door. There's 2 doors in this room, right?
What if we walk backwards into the door?
The other door I'd like to try that. The other door was magical, right? The only magic I sensed was from the one at the end of the hall.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna okay, I'm gonna say, okay, yeah, so the door is the only magical thing I see. I think we should rest. And then I'm gonna command Auntie to, really make sure those bounds are secure.
Mhm.
And to try to subdue him, and if not, to try to wake us up if he, tries anything funky.
Auntie nods. And then faces the captain.
Okay.
And before we set up camp, I'm gonna do a create food and water.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be like, take whatever you need, and then I'm gonna create a bonfire in the center for us.
Oh.
All right. Yeah.
Get all toasty.
The rare feeling of light for what's been a couple hours at this point. You've probably been in this exploring this tomb for let's say 3-ish hours, and the light is warm and welcoming, and you all can take a long rest. Just for my knowledge,
Yay.
how are we on time?
I can go a little bit longer, maybe like till 9, but it's up to you guys.
Yeah, I got another 30 minutes in me.
Same. But I sort of need to go to the restroom. So
Okay.
if we do it, I have to go to the restroom right now.
All right.
Like
Yeah.
some water.
Yeah. Let's take a quick break then.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Are we all good to go?
Yes, sir.
Did everyone take a long rest?
Yeah, sorry I was eating that pizza with such urgency. I was so hungry.
No worries.
Dude, you're good. Imagination. I'm living up here right now, dude. Didn't even notice.
Did everyone hit long rest?
I did just now that you said it.
Took it. Done.
One of us just decapitated because the guy lost his mind.
All right. Yeah, you wake up refreshed. Have no sense of time just because there's no exterior lighting or any indication what time it is outside. But you wake up naturally after a certain period of time. And yeah, you observe Auntie kind of like standing beside Captain Durand, who is just staring at you all.
But he's calm, or is he still like nuts?
Kind of like seething, but he's just like,
Can I go up to him and be like, do you realize we're not the same people you came here with?
You can't make me follow you deeper into this maze.
How many rooms did we go in before before you realized it was a maze?
I've lost too many to count.
Hmm.
Well, that's not good. Because for us, we've only been in 2.
You won't take me any further. I refuse.
What if we're taking you closer?
I refuse to believe you. It's your fault we were stuck in here to begin with.
He still thinks they were them.
What did we do to get you stuck in here? Did we maybe have these 3 items? I lift up my thing,
Oh,
my blindfold.
Yes.
Wait, so how
Oh.
did they put the blindfolds back out there then? Or,
uh-oh.
how did they put all these things back out there?
Dude, I don't know how time and space.
I guess I ask into the void.
Did you take
Um,
anything with you? I asked, Durand.
I've lost everything.
Including his whip. Am I right?
Lyra,
I
Lyra gets a chuckle
Wait.
out of that one.
Was that just a
State
regular whip?
scientifically.
I'd be like, we're trying to get out just like you, and we're trying to save your group as well.
I refuse to believe that.
I mean, believe what you want. The way I see it, it seems as if you're stuck in here, right?
You can't take me with you. I won't get even more lost in this maze.
If
Lost in
this
the
tomb
sauce.
doesn't drive me crazy, he will. Should we just
Do you want us to put you back in the room where we found you? We can, or you can come with us. Those are your 2 options.
This is all your fault. Just leave me.
okay.
All right.
Just leave them tied.
All right.
But
Yeah.
just don't attack us, okay?
I'm
You go
gonna.
your way.
I'm going to. Oh man, but I don't want to leave him with like a dagger or something. Okay.
Don't leave him with any weapon. He'll be fine. There's nothing else in here except for other lost people, right?
All right. You guys want to brace yourselves in a line, and then I'll have Auntie chuck him outside the door and then shut the door and hold it.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, should
Is
we
he
toss
still
him in the
tied?
magic door or no?
I
Or
thought
the
that's where we're
unmagic
going.
door?
I thought that's
Yeah,
where
Are
we're
we
that's-
going.
tossing him
though.
in the old one?
Yeah, the old one. Just chuck him back in the old dark room, and he can
Oh,
stay
okay.
there.
Okay, yeah. We give him. I'll give him directions. So it's about 2 hours away. Just follow the left wall now. If you follow the
I
left
can't
wall,
trust you anymore.
Do
Okay,
with this.
follow whatever
trust
wall
me.
you
Don't trust
want.
me. Whatever. We're chucking
Just
you back
go-
in there. Yeah, it's
Just leave us
fine.
alone.
Yeah, you could go back. You want to go back? By
Back or
yourself?
forward, or maybe it's the same. I'm lost too.
You've brought me here with you.
Okay,
Just
all
like
right,
you
whatever.
did
All right.
at the
All right,
start.
Okay,
Auntie,
so
Auntie, chuck him. And so I'm gonna have Auntie. So Auntie, take him to the door, and then when he's on the other side, untie him, and then
Auntie will untie him.
run back.
yeah, untie him, and then run back through the door.
All right.
Oh, should we knock him out? I know that's super bad for you, but
As
I do it. I'll do
Auntie
it.
leads. Oh, I was about to smack him in the back of
Oh
the
no,
head.
no, no!
Alright.
You're stronger. You're stronger. I make eye contact with you. I nod. You go.
And then I will
Excellent, understand it.
yeah. I'll knock him in the back of the head. I'll just knock him in the back of the head. Stack on.
Roll to hit with advantage.
I don't even know I'm that much stronger.
Since we took his whip, maybe we should leave him with a piece of this food I created,
25?
which is like super disgusting.
said
food that he
25?
can- What?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Oh wait, unarmed strike, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I would get a +6 on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
What's
4.
damage? 4?
Just
Okay.
4.
You strike him in the back of the head, and he just turns around and looks at you.
No.
This is all your fault.
Oh god.
Just leave me.
I just
Okay, but will you not attack us?
I don't
I
want.
can't trust you.
I don't want anything to do with any of you anymore.
I'm from the desert. You're
All
from
right.
the desert. I know how we work. Get him.
All right.
just-
What do you want Auntie to do?
Do we just want to leave him here and then we just go through the door?
All right, you know
Sure.
what? I don't give a shit. I'll, whatever, tied
Leave
up,
him.
not tied
I
up.
would just.
He'll struggle and get out of it eventually. Like they're not. Oh, can I have Auntie like kind of loosen it a little bit?
Yeah.
Just
No,
a
don't
little bit?
listen at all. Let's just
Okay.
leave him.
I'm gonna loosen a little bit and I'm gonna
Sorry,
chuck him through
that's
the
no.
door.
All
I'm
right.
just
That was
gonna chuck him
Megan's
through
That
the
was in
door.
your head.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that's Megan saying
The-
it.
the-
Kalji would not have said that.
The
so
door
sorry.
the door closes and Auntie runs in and closes the door behind her. There
I
doesn't
want her to
appear
hold
to
the
be
door for a
like
bit.
there doesn't appear to be a chase, or there doesn't appear to be like a pushing of the on the other side of the door. You just simply hear, "This is all your fault. This is all your fault."
All right, he's still tripping. That's fine.
Fine. He's not as bad as he was before. All
Yeah,
right,
'cause
let's
he's
just
over there.
leave.
Yep. All right, Auntie, let's go.
All right. And as you approach, you approach the other side of this long, flat hallway. You just still hear the muffled, "This is all your fault," behind you, before you finally appear before a large, towering, swirling double door.
Okay, I put my hand to the door and see if anything happens. I know
Roll-
it's magic. Oh, do I
roll for
also
me
know
a
the school of
D8.
magic?
You know, okay. This is okay. Let's see. Okay. You don't know the school of magic. You just know it's a very old, archaic kind of magic.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Roll for me a D8.
Yeah.
Here we go.
7.
7. Okay. As you place your hand on the door and study it and gaze upon like the swirling mess of it, the physicality of it shifting underneath your fingers, it begins to glow softly, illuminating symbols and figures you don't recognize. And despite their unfamiliarity, the markings seem to impart a sense of understanding and wisdom. And finally, it opens before you. As the door opens, the doors return to their original state, no longer glowing or displaying symbols. And before you, you see a room with strange artifacts, ancient tomes, books. The walls are lined with intricate carvings, painted murals, each depicting gods, monsters, heroes, villains.
Do you freeze?
But oh,
And
Oh, it was me.
What do you do?
Do I recognize any of the characters depicted, or are they like vague and just, I can tell that's a hero, that's a villain, or are they from stories that I recognize?
Yeah, roll for me history. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I look for Adam and Eve, the beginning of creation that I've studied?
I got a
Wait.
22.
In your lore, Adam and
Which
Eve
one?
exist as the beginning of
Yeah.
creation.
There's a
the
snake in
snake?
it.
Yeah. You're right. There's a snake.
I never said the story went the same way. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just
You're right.
a Adam, Eve, and snake.
X6 is actually a devout Catholic. Do we not go over this in our life?
Yeah, I missed that part. I missed that part of the backstory.
I study all types of legends about creation. This is just
Oh.
one of them.
Okay. I'm just reconciling your canon with Christianity, my canon with Christianity right now, and I'm really determining.
It doesn't
When-
have to be Christian. But let's just say there's a legend with a Adam and a Eve and a
Okay.
snake.
Oh,
All right. No, you
And
see,
an apple?
nothing here is familiar to you.
are there apples anywhere?
Yeah.
To answer
Snakes anywhere?
to answer Lyra's inquiry, what was your roll?
22.
22.
Ooh.
There nothing specific, but the one of the main murals depicts a battle. And there are clearly two sides. And they appear to be between two deities. As you round a center table to get a better look, you kick something. And as you look down, you see it is a body.
What is
Male or female?
Yeah.
It's a skeleton. Wearing like noble clothes, like nobleman clothes, but otherwise a complete skeleton. What's most notable around it, it has a pair of eyeglasses kind of like hanging around a chain from its neck. But otherwise you cannot discern what whether this was a man or a woman, like that much time had passed.
Does Kalji notice?
In the split second after Lyra sees it behind the table, no, until she mentions it, or you see her exclaim, then choose to investigate.
I'm just, but then Kalji's just in there looking at books like this.
Yeah, I'll do the same. I'm looking at the books.
Mhm.
I'm just like,
and inspecting the door. I don't notice it.
I'd just be like, do you notice any?
Sorry.
No, go.
I was just gonna say, can I put on the eyeglasses and see?
What? So you haven't exclaimed at all? You're just gonna put on the
You're not gonna tell us
Well,
you got a body?
Okay,
all
look.
right, that's fine.
I mean,
that's
to be
fine.
fair, Lyra
skeleton.
has a different relationship
You're
with
right.
death than you two might.
I would really
You're
have thought
right,
you would
you're
just
right.
animate the dead.
Oh,
Hey,
can you?
It's coming. It's coming.
So,
All right.
I'm
you-
excited for you.
as you wear the glasses, they're incredibly thick, and you can tell this is worn by a person with terrible eyesight.
Got it.
They kind of like sit narrow at the end of your face, like they're really small.
Cute. Sorry, I mean like dead body, but like cute.
No, cute old lady librarian dead body.
Yeah. That's all I envision right now.
Okay, so we saw glasses, nobleman clothes. I'm telling you, time is all wonky in here. The type of clothes, do I recognize it as a college uniform? Any symbols or anything on there that I recognize on the clothing?
Roll for me
Or is it
history.
Okay. Uh, 16.
You notice familiar motifs in the clothing that you had seen on some of the faculty and some of the students as you strolled Strixhaven.
But this is like a skeleton.
Correct.
Dude, time is so fucked in here. All right. So guys, maybe this is one of the explorers. There's a body over here.
Yeah, because I turn around and I turn around confused. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't see anyone.
And I come over. I'm like, a skeleton. But the guy was not even like, didn't even look like that old. So that means like he left this body and it just rotted here that fast.
I'm telling you,
Maybe?
time is broken here.
Maybe the deeper you go, the faster time speeds up. Do I look older to you guys?
I guess everyone can roll investigation on one another.
Oh, I got a natural 20.
Yeah, I got a 5.
I got 16.
Kalji, you're more perceptive than you are talkative, and you observe before you speak. And in the week or so that you had been traveling with Lyra and Xssithiss, you get a feel for their mannerisms, their appearance, their gait, things that maybe they themselves don't even pay attention to. In the brief amount of time that you've spent in this tomb, none of that had to appear to have changed at this point.
You just see Kalji like sort of go up to you guys, like, you guys seem the same to me.
Do I notice anything different about Kalji?
Or
do I say
as the rest of you look at each other, no one appears to look any different. You're not shifted anymore, are you, Kalji?
No, my shift only lasts like let me just double check how long that lasts. Like I can stop it, but it only lasts like a minute.
All right.
I go. Can I? So I just look at it. Is Auntie still out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I look at the skeleton. I look at Auntie. And I'd be like, I just look at Lyra and it's like, when you animate skeletons, do they get your personality or do they still have their old personality, and then you can talk to them?
I have a special deep connection with my auntie that I haven't felt with any other undead that I've raised. Most undead just feel empty and like nothing.
Kalji, I will say with your perception as well, you also pay attention to Auntie. You notice that there are breaks in her bones from the that particular battle that was against the Raiders not a couple days ago. And when you eye her down to compare her to the skeleton on the floor, you notice a faint bit of tissue on the cheek of Auntie.
On the cheek of Auntie?
Yes.
Then so I'm looking at the cracks, feeling a little bit guilty because I knew part of that was me, and I was gonna just go to her, oh, I'm really sorry, but then I look at her face and be like, I look at Lyra, do you see that? Was that there before?
I think so.
That wasn't.
No?
No, it wasn't.
The skin on her cheek?
Huh.
It's not skin, it's tissue.
Yeah, tissue.
Yeah, and it's faint and grayish, but which might make it tough to discern from the rest of her form, like the bone. But you see it.
Can I go up to Auntie's like, can I touch that?
Would Auntie be open to that?
Yeah, go ahead. Auntie's cool with you, yeah.
So I go, I touch you. I'm like, do you feel
Yeah, Auntie just gives a shrug.
that?
Auntie actually like upon your touching it, Auntie lurches back a little bit as if to feel it.
Oh, and I look sort of taken aback, like that's weird.
So if what's dead becomes alive, will what's alive become dead? I'm also speaking once again into the void. This time I'm going to look at Zephyr. Does he look the same, different? Did he nod in response to my comment?
Zephyr nodded with your astuteness, but doesn't appear to look any different.
Okay. I do an internal check-in. Do I feel any different?
Yeah, no, you feel the same.
I'm fine. Okay.
After the time.
Just making sure. Now that Auntie is coming back to life, I'm questioning everything.
So you found a body, like you said there's just a bunch of stuff strewn about. Like if I peruse, like look through other things, like did we find another body, or is this the only body in here?
Definitely no body, but roll for me investigation.
Oh shit.
Oh, 16? While you're rummaging.
Okay. You rifle through some of the loose pages on the table and you gather this one.
Oh, shit.
Can you read it for the rest of us?
Okay. I'm like, you guys, look, it seems like it might be the same as the pages you found in that book. It says ninth blood fire, 7 PDE. The Tomb of the Aeon has surpassed my wildest expectations. We've only been here 2 days, and it has been an enlightening experience. The wonder of being able to observe such a unique archaeological site is one that I have dreamt of since I was a little girl. Our journey has been eventful, to say the least. Dr. Emmerich and I have begun uncovering some of the history of the old gods. From the little that we've gathered, we hypothesize there was an ancient battle between gods that culminated in the creation of this tomb. These aren't the only revelations that we have been discovering. The breathing I've felt the past few days may be the waves of entropy reverberating through these walls, and they appear to be having an effect on us all. Dr. Ashwood, who was still strong and youthful for a man his age, now appears more fragile, and our breaks are becoming more frequent to allow him some rest. Captain Durand appears more agitated as we delve deeper in the tombs. As for myself, I've started developing blemishes on my face, which I suppose is the least of our worries. Captain Durand, despite his impeccable tracking skills, informed us that we are indeed lost in the tombs. Somehow the geometry inside the tombs have altered since our arrival. He's grown more impatient, dare I say even suspicious, with myself and Dr. Ashwood, which I find disconcerting. I hope that his fears and paranoia are not affecting his judgment. Perhaps his paranoia is founded. I can't shake this feeling we're being watched.
And with that, we will end this session.
Spooky. Sorry.
Oh shit. So we're
Yeah,
dying.
what
We're
is
dying
happening?
slowly while Auntie is gonna. At least one of us is gonna survive this.
I hope
Yeah,
they
like-
meant entropy is in the walls only, and
Yeah.
not through there.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's so because I don't know if it's like a time travel thing. During our next session, I want to try to go back through the magical door that we went through if we can to see if it's different on the other side now.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
do you think it's happening because we're going like it's the doors are like every time we touch the door we're going in, but like I said, what if we go in backwards?
Yeah, dude, I don't know. Like, because if
Isn't
we
that
tried to if we tried to backtrack all the way to the beginning, would we actually be in that first tomb room, or would we? But I mean, that would cost so much time, so I don't know. I don't really want to lose all that progress and go all the way back. But it's interesting. I don't know how it works.
Entropy
bump
is,
into-
or like entropy is like when things move towards a state of disarray and can't be undone, essentially.
Yeah,
So it depends what we mean by, I guess, like it's not necessarily a bad thing, but we also know that if you get like death does not mean that you get put back to life because there's this dead body here
Mhm.
in this wall. So it's
yeah,
like,
that's a good point. It's not as if there's some sort of like, oh, I'll just come back as something different in a different time, or like,
Well, like,
I'm stuck in the
yeah.
tomb. But yeah,
But then yeah, entropy is also like, I mean, like unpredictability. Like anything can happen, and that's what's happening. Is like everything is changing.
but entropy is everywhere already anyways, right? So wouldn't it
Yeah.
be, so what is special about the entropy in these walls is that they're faster?
it's magic entropy. That's what.
Not
Not just any old entropy. This is advanced magic entropy.
Yeah. Stop with your science. This is magic.
Yeah, come on. Man.
Come on,
You're
how is
talk-
how is
you're-
Auntie
You're
getting
talking through your snake.
tissue?
You're talking through your snake on your shoulder, all right? Mr. fucking
Where's the science in that?
Yeah.
By
No,
which
this is cool.
we have a scientific bond.
I'm really
Yeah,
digging
this
the
is really
aesthetic,
cool.
Lawrence. I appreciate
Sweet.
all this.
Yeah.
This is cool. This is
Cool.
cool.
I'm excited.
Sweet.
It's
I'm
very,
excited.
like-
I'm excited and confused and frightened and disturbed. I don't
Oh.
know how to feel.
And I don't want to die.
Saying I like this character. So there definitely is like a sense of urgency and self-preservation, which you should always have, but I'm feeling it especially right now.
I like
might-
it. I like it a lot.
By the way, am I still tied to you? Did we ever untie each other?
Oh,
or-
well, we didn't establish that, but yeah, when I cut off the section of rope to
Okay.
tie him up, like
You're
I
right.
was,
Mhm.
entitled to do that.
All
but
right, I
Yeah.
just had the idea that we're just hooked together this whole time.
Yeah, stay within 50 feet, dude.
Sweet. Yeah. Exciting stuff. I'm excited to see what you all uncover. Good job, everyone.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
Lawrence. Good
Oh, yeah.
session, guys.
Great,
Yeah,
it was
for
great,
sure.
it was great.